The holidays can get so busy with baking, shopping, and wrapping presents. And somehow the wrapping always ends up last on the list. Even if you're short on time, your gifts can still look magical. Hello, everyone. Jennifer Maker here. It's a beautiful day to share 10 quick and easy Cricut wrapping ideas to make your presents shine with handmade holiday cheer. These little touches are simple, fast, and so much cozier than store bought paper and bows. You don't need any fancy supplies for these projects. Everything I used is simple, everyday craft room stuff. Mostly cardstock, a little ribbon or twine, and some wrapping paper. I'll show you exactly what I used as we go along. These are the kinds of Cricut crafts that you can batch make in an afternoon with a cozy drink in your favorite holiday playlist. Simple, festive, and fun. Stick around to the end for a quick design space segment with the best tips to resize everything to fit your gifts perfectly. A quick tip before we start. Measure your boxes with a ruler or tape measure so you can resize the decorations in design space to fit later on. Let's start with a little sparkle. We'll make layered cutout gift tags to make your presents shine as bright as what's inside. They're fast, beginner-friendly, and the perfect way to use up leftover cardstock. I cut my tag fronts from red glitter cardstock with brown craft and white cardstock for the backs. Use a few dots of craft glue to attach each glitter cutout to a solid backer. Make sure the edges line up before the glue dries. Thread about 10 inches of twine through the hole, then tie it in a knot and trim the excess. Now you've got a tag that's as heartfelt as the gift inside. Next, if you've ever splurged on those pricey store-bought bows, you'll love making your own fancy paper bow. The bow has 4 parts: the top loop, bottom loop, a long strip for the center, and the ribbon tails. Heat up your hot glue gun and put on silicone finger caps to protect your fingers. Add a small dab of hot glue to the thin center of the top loop piece. Gently curl one end inward, forming a loop. Don't crease it, and press the pointed end into it. Hold until the glue sets, then repeat on the other side. Do the same for the bottom loop piece. With the bottom loops pointing down, add a small dab of hot glue to the very center. With the top loop pieces pointing up, press its center onto the hot glue. Once that's set, flip the bow over and apply some glue to the center of the back. Take the narrow center strip and press one end down onto the glue. Then wrap it around the middle of the bow. Secure the end with a little more glue. Hold the ribbon end so the middle is pointing up and apply hot glue to the front of the point. Press the ribbon tails piece to the back center of the bow, over the strip. Now just use a looped piece of tape to attach your finished bow to a wrapped gift. Let's turn plain brown paper sacks into something way cuter: Reindeer gift bags. They're budget-friendly, reusable, and look like something straight out of Santa's workshop. Start by folding your bag flat, then glue the eyes near the top under the handles. Add the red nose near the center and the antlers to the top edge, peeking out from the bag. Get your hot glue gun ready and put on your finger protectors. Turn the larger bow piece glitter side down. Curve one side over and without creasing it, secure its point to the center of the bow piece. Then do the same with the other side. Grab the rectangular strip and wrap it around the center of the bow, then secure it on the back with hot glue. Add a little glue to the base of one antler and press on the bow. Now your gift bags look like they came right from the North Pole. Here's a fun one that's perfect for kids or craft nights: washi tape Christmas trees. It's a great way to use up extra washi rolls, and no two trees will ever look the same. Start by placing a vertical strip for the tree trunk, about 1 inch long. Next, tear or cut strips of washi tape in different patterns and lay them horizontally above the trunk, making each one a little shorter than the one before it to form a triangle tree shape. Layer as many rows as you like until the tree tapers off near the top, then use craft glue to attach the glittery star. It's playful, fast, but still handmade and heartfelt. Let's make your presents jingle with an elf boots ribbon, complete with curled toes and tiny bells. Warm up your hot glue gun, then glue each fringe piece to the top edge of a boot with the points hanging down. Follow my Tie a Perfect Bow tutorial to tie some 1-inch wide ribbon into either an easy bow or a figure 8 bow. Make sure the loose ribbon's ends are long and hanging down. Glue one elf boot to the front end of each tail, making sure the toes point outward. You can add a tiny jingle bell to the tip of each boot with a dab of hot glue. Glue the elf boots ribbon to a gift bag or box and listen for the festive jingle when someone picks it up. Next, let's make the candy cane ribbon slider. To put it together, glue the striped piece onto the solid shape. Then cross them like an X so the slots line up. Lift the top candy cane, glue the overlap, and press them together until set. Cut a piece of 1-inch ribbon to wrap around your box. Leave an extra inch or two so you can glue or tape it down and back. Thread the ribbon from the back of the slider through one slit, then down through the other. Center the slider on the ribbon, wrap it around the box, and hot glue the ends in place. Keep sliders in place by rolling tape on the back and pressing it to the box. That's all there is to it. Next up, the Snowflake box wrap is like a belt for your gift, but way fancier. Measure the box front and make sure it's less than 11.5 inches wide so it fits on your cutting mat. Then measure the thickness of the adjacent side. Resize your snowflakes and add some rectangular strips to your canvas in Cricut Design Space. I'll walk you through this later on. Once your pieces are cut, glue the end of each rectangle to each end of one snowflake overlapping by about 1/4 inch. Glue one rectangle's end to the back of the second snowflake to form one long band. Center one set of snowflakes on the front of the box. Pull the cardstock gently over the corners so it wraps tightly, and use clear tape to attach the end of the band to the box. Wrap the rest of the snowflake wrap around the box, creasing the corners as you go. So elegant, don't you think? Let's add a personal touch with these holly letter gift tags. They're like a monogram tag that's dressed for the holidays. Upload the holly SVG to your Design Space canvas, add a text box, then add your letter. I'll use A for my daughter Alexa. Choose a bold, easy-to-cut typeface. Resize your letter to about 1/2 to 1/3 the height or width of your package. Then adjust the holly to complement it and move it into place to see how it'll look when it's put together. To add a hanging circle, click Shapes, add a circle, then resize it to about 1/4 inch. Place it at the top of the letter with plenty of space around it, then select both layers and click Slice. Delete the slice results that look like circles and cut your pieces. Hot glue the smaller holly leaf on top of the larger one. Then glue the berries on top. Apply hot glue to the back edge of the holly where it'll overlap the letter. Then attach it to the letter so it partially hangs off. Don't cover the hole. Cut enough twine to wrap around the gift 3 times, plus several extra inches to tie it in a knot on the back of the gift. String the twine through the hole until the tag is in the center of the twine. Place the tag onto the gift, then wrap the excess twine around the box. Tie the ends into a knot on the back. How beautiful. Ever wanted to make custom-drawn wrapping paper with your Cricut? Now you can. First, measure the height and width of the box where you want the drawing. Use a 12-inch light grip machine mat for a 12 by 12-inch sheet of wrapping paper, or a 24-inch mat for a 12 by 24-inch sheet. Upload the SVG labeled house. Add a square to the canvas, then set the operation to guide. And resize it into a rectangle matching the side of the box where the design will show. Center the design inside the square with about a 1/2 inch border around it. Then change the operation from basic cut to pen. Choose your pen from the drop-down menu. Click Make and select your material size based on the craft paper you'll use. On the Prepare screen, use the grid lines to center the design on the mat. We won't use the Cricut to cut the craft paper, but Design Space will ask you to select a base material to proceed. Just choose any save setting to continue. Cut a piece of craft paper to fit your light grip machine mat and adhere it well with a brayer. Don't forget to test your pen on scrap paper, then place it in the correct clamp. Load your mat and press the glowing button. Your Cricut will draw the design. When it's done, carefully peel the mat away from the craft paper. Now you've got gorgeous handmade wrapping paper. Last but not least, let's make some print then cut gift labels. They look professionally made, but you can make them right at home with your Cricut. Click Upload and pick the candy tag file. On the background remover screen, click Apply and Continue. On the Convert Upload To screen, click Flat Graphic. Click Continue and then Upload to add the design to your canvas. If you see a warning about low resolution, don't worry, you can ignore it. With the lock icon closed to keep proportions, resize the tag to 3 inches wide. Upload, resize, and duplicate labels until you have the number you want. At 3 inches wide, your Cricut can fit 10 gift labels on one sheet of 8.5 by 11-inch sticker paper. Click Make. Make sure your inkjet printer is on with Cricut printable sticker paper correctly loaded. Then click Send to Printer. When the Print Setup box opens, confirm your printer and number of copies. Turn on the Use System dialog setting and click Print. In the window that pops up, select the best quality print setting. After printing, let the ink dry completely. Back in Design Space, choose the Printable Waterproof Sticker White setting. Place the sheet pretty side up on a green standard grip machine mat in the same orientation as on the screen. Your Cricut will read the black sensor marks and cut each label perfectly. Unload the mat, flip it over onto your work surface, and roll it back to release the sticker paper. Be careful not to peel the stickers off the sheet in the process. All that's left to do is write your message, peel, and stick. And of course, you'll find all 10 Cricut gift wrap designs waiting in my free resource library as design number 787. You can cut them with your Cricut or use the included PDFs to cut by hand. Not sure how to upload SVG files? Just go to jennifermaker.com/SVGS and I'll walk you through it step by step. Some of my Cricut gift wrap projects have some important design space notes, so let's go over them together. To resize your gift tags, paper bow, reindeer faces, ribbon sliders, or elf boots, make sure all of the pieces stay grouped. Then click and drag the corner handle to make them bigger or smaller. Once they're the right size, you can ungroup them to move layers separately if needed. My ribbon sliders were designed to use with 1-inch ribbon, but if yours is wider or narrower, here's how to adjust. The slots on the tree and star sliders can be sized bigger or smaller, but the candy canes slots can only go smaller. After ungrouping everything and spreading the layers out, select each layer with slots and click the lock icon to unlock proportions. Resize the height of each slot layer to match the width of your ribbon. Select all of the slots in each design, then click Align and align top to make sure they'll be lined up on the ribbon. To be sure they cut correctly, select each solid slider piece and its slot layer and click Attach. To size your snowflake wrap, resize the design on your canvas to match the front of your box. Now connect the snowflakes so they'll wrap around the box. From the Shapes menu, grab a square, unlock it, and resize into a skinny strip about 1/2 inch tall and just longer than your box's short side. Mine's 1.5 inches thick, so I made the strip 2 inches long. Change the color so they cut on the same mat, then duplicate the rectangle and the snowflake so you have 2 of each. I just love how elegant it turned out. Just look at these beautiful gifts. All of them made with just a few sheets of cardstock, some ribbon or twine, and the magic of your Cricut cutting machine. These are the kinds of presents that make people stop and smile before they even open them. And the best part? You don't have to brave the stores or spend a fortune to make them. You made these by hand with heart, and that's what makes them special. If this tutorial helped, you'll love my Cricut Coach Playbook. It's packed with quick diagrams and step-by-steps, so you'll always know what button to press. I made it to take the overwhelm out of using Cricut Design Space, so you can enjoy the fun part. Print it, keep it by your machine, and flip to what you need anytime. Head on over to cricutcoach.com to grab your copy. I'll put the link below too. And if you're ready to take your crafting even further, I'd love to invite you to join me in Advance, my membership program where we explore creative workshops, share exclusive templates, and learn together every single month. We've got even more holiday wrapping ideas waiting for you there, with fun surprises you won't want to miss. Whether you're decorating a single tag or decking out every box under the tree, remember you don't need fancy supplies or store-bought extras to make something beautiful. And that's it for today. Until next time, this is Jennifer Maker reminding you to craft a life you love.